Alright, yo, what's up, YouTube? This is World J back at it again. Back with another vid. This is going to be my thoughts on improvements for Mass Effect 3. And, love Mass Effect 1, love Mass Effect 2, beat the games a lot. I'm finally on my second playthrough on Mass Effect 2. But anyway, I'm just going to say a couple of improvements. There's not going to be much because Mass Effect 2 was a great game. I felt it was Game of the Year, and I know a lot of people thought that too when it had come out. And I bet it won too. I'm not sure. I should probably check on that. But anyway, for improvements, and I'm gonna start from the top. More control over the game. You know what I mean? More control over big events in the game. Now that's why we love Mass Effect. All the fans, we love it because it gives us control. We could do what we want to do, say what we want to say, but more control over the big events, like the ending, maybe even the opening, maybe even mid-game. Let us, why can't we change the game? Really do big things that really change the game. Not so much change the conversation or change who likes you and who doesn't like you. You know what I mean? Like at the start of the game, you kind of felt helpless with what happened. Like, your ship got destroyed, some of your people died. Having to work with Cerberus, just give us more control. I guess that's the big thing that, any Mass Effect fan would want, more control. But, moving on, I guess you have to say fix the AI problems. Sometimes the computer does not listen. You know what I mean? Especially if you're like me and you like to, after you beat the game once or twice, you want to get the achievement for beating the game on the hardest difficulty. And that's hard when the computer doesn't do what you want it to do when you say to do it. You know what I mean? If you tell it to go there or stay somewhere, pull out your gun, do this attack, and if they don't do it when you tell them to do it on the hardest difficulty, you're going to probably have to restart. You know what I mean? That's the only, fix the AI problems, computer and your teammates. You know what I mean? And like I said, this is a great franchise. There's not going to be many things to improve, so better DLC. I guess I'll start there. Most people don't like to talk about DLC until the game comes out, but I'll say it. Why not? Better DLC. I'm not saying that they should leave something out and then try to be slick and to resell it to us, take something out of the game and be slick about it, but at the same time, don't give us $4 or $5 DLC that's really half-assed. You're just wasting our time. Especially people who don't like to keep Microsoft points or whatever. Better DLC. And I guess you could just end it with more customization, better upgrades. I mean, why can't you just design your own armor, design your teammates' armor? Those are, these are little things that will make the game great. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people, that's probably obvious. I hope they're thinking about that. More customization, better upgrades, better powers, all those obvious things. But anyway, love Mass Effect, big Mass Effect fan, and hope people like the vid. That's World J. Peace out.